before the break, we had really two interesting presentations from TomTom and BMW around all the self-driving topic. Now it's getting a little more data-driven and also cloud focused. I want to talk about NNG's evaluation service contributions here for this NDS Live evaluation. Again, the slides were luckily prepared by Otto. I'm very grateful for that one. It's not working here. Yeah. Okay. Just one slide, and not more about NNG because some of you don't know it. I had just a discussion and people don't know the company. NNG is a navigation software provider. Our software runs in more than 40 million actually, so it's more than the 20 million devices. And we are a software company, which means the majority of our workforce are software developers. And we are also very active in all kinds of standardization bodies, especially here around NDS, with Otto being the product manager, for instance. So we are a provider, we are using map data from various sources. We are a navigation software company, and if you have a navigation software, you source data and then you compile it into a format which can be used by your navigation system. And you see this slide here where we convert here data, TomTom data, NNG maps data, which is basically an OSM-based data format, and various formats from local map providers like Globetech, Kingway, Genesis, IPC, Zenrin as well. And all those are used in our commercial projects. They are compiled into an intermediate format, and then you compiled further into a delivery format, which is a proprietary-based map format as well as NDS Classic. And then it's used in our navigation system. If you carefully, or if you attended last year's presentation by Mercedes, you might have heard that Björn was also talking that they compile map data into NDS Live. And obviously, NNG also played some role in this one. So we help third-party provider or OEMs and also other companies to compile map data into NDS Live, which is then used by maybe even third-party navigation systems. And now the idea was, if you look at these two things, our internal map compilation area and what we do for our customers, where we gained a lot of NDS Live knowledge. So what we decided to do is that we offer now for all our small data or local heroes, the map providers, a direct access to the automotive market by compiling their data into NDS Live. So the idea is if companies like Bassasoft, Genesis, Globetech, if they want to offer their data to BMW, to Mercedes, to whomever, to Volkswagen, via a direct application format, and they don't have the know-how of using NDS Live, we can help here, and that's basically our approach here. So we compile those data into NDS Live, and we made that available via the NDS Live evaluation service. So I think I mentioned that already, why I think it's important for these local map providers to have NDS Live, because it gives them really direct access to OEM data, to OEM projects. The OEMs can use it, they can try it, whether it's fitting to their needs. And I think it's also important that we offer that as an evaluation service, because an evaluation service builds up trust. So if you look, or if the developers of a company or the decision makers go into the internet, check the data, whether speed limits are correct or one-ways are correctly encoded, whether the NDS Live specification is adhered to and is followed. All they can do this with the evaluation service, and by doing so, they build trust. And on top of that, the map providers have a direct access then to the cars already, and it's easy for then OEMs to switch the map providers and to use then one of those small local heroes. So what is the NDS evaluation service? That's actually now more the the NDS chairman slide. It's a service which allows testing free or real-world data free of charge. So you only register, you get a key, and you can access the data. You can evaluate it with the map viewer, which we mentioned as one of the achievements of during the year. And you can also use then the data in your applications and test it, and all that free of charge without being NDS member, but obviously only for non-commercial use. And that's basically how you can then decide on your own whether it's worth becoming an NDS member and use the data in a commercial project. And it's also a kind of, you can check the data from the map providers, whether it's good enough and whether it's following the standard. This is one slide just giving you an impression. So you go to the internet, you go to the region, you select the evaluation service, you click onto the links, you get all the attributes of that link according to the NDS specification. And by doing so, as I said, you gain trust into the format and into the quality of the data. So we provided 4 regions or 4 different areas for our own, which is NNG Maps product. We provide here really big regions, so complete of Germany, and also the US, basically California, and Turkey and India and Thailand as well. So what is NNG Maps? NNG Maps is a kind of an OSM-based map where we decided to go in this way because of cost. Obviously, if we offer navigation solutions and we have to pay a huge amount of money to HERE or to TomTom or to other map providers, it shrinks our margin. So we decided to go for OSM-based data. We also see that that the data in certain areas has more attributes. It's richer. It's getting more and more mature. TomTom decides to build up the Orbis map on NNG, on NDS. On OSM data, so it's getting more and more mature. And on top of that, the update frequency is up to us, basically. So we can decide when to release a map. We don't need to wait. NNG delivers all layers which are necessary for navigation system in NNG Maps. So we have also products running NNG Maps inside the car. All the things of the networks, the POI, the charging stations and all that. And on top, also the online services. So where we deliver, so as I said, we have OEM projects and cars running in Europe having NNG Maps, and we are planning to deliver also in other areas, especially in North America. Actually, colleagues of mine are going to Boston at the end of this month into attending a conference called State of the Map, which is an OSM conference, and we will launch here our NNG Maps product for North America. So here you see basically what the service does. We offer, not all of our data is offered into the NDS Live layers, but only the road network, then the rules, which are speed limits, one-way characteristics, form of way, and also everything in the layered version. So this is basically our offer at the moment for NNG Maps. Next one is Turkey. Basasoft, I don't know. Has anyone heard about the map provider already? 1, 2. Okay. So it's a map provider which is in business for a very long time. We are working with this map provider already for 20 years, very, very long. We have several projects with them. And they are especially strong in POIs. So more than 500 different categories. They are updating the POIs regularly, even daily. And obviously, they cover the whole Turkey, the whole road network of Turkey is covered by them, more than 1 million kilometers. And speed limits, number of lanes, directional information, all that data is in. And as I said, we are using that data in our navigation system. Basically, again, the same story. We provide not all of their data in NDS Live, but the basic layers, the road network, the links, the rules, and the characteristics, all via a smart tile service And you can look into the area of Ankara here, where certain tiles, so not complete regions, but only a few tiles, but you get an impression whether this data suits your needs. Next one, India, Genesis. So actually with Genesis, we really have intense collaborations in the last few months, maybe even a few years now. And we are trying to tackle the India market together with them, the automotive market, so the car market, but also the two-wheeler market. And so there were also several press releases around that. And we are happy really with the data they provide, the complete SD map, which is used in our navigation system, their full map. So basically everything what you expect from a map provider. And on top, Genesis is also providing HD map data, similar to all the, TomTom and here. They also have HD map data for India. And our collaboration goes now much beyond this NDS Live Evaluation Service. As said, we use the data also in our navigation systems, but we also offer Genesis now a direct access to the market via NDS Live. So we compile their data, also starting only with the basic layers, and make that available of the Bangalore region, 12 tiles, so that you can evaluate, you can see whether the data suits your needs and whether it fits. But this is actually a first step, and we plan obviously to do more with them and to provide their complete data set via NDS Live. And last but not least, Thailand, GlobeTech. It's also a data provider with whom we work together. Does anyone know GlobeTech? No? One, okay. A data provider providing data in Thailand. We use that in commercial products in our navigation system since years. And same story here. We compile their data. They have several layers, more than 50 different layers, and we focus on the basic layers at the beginning, provide that data in NDS format and give them then access to the market via NDS Live. Here again, the slide. So it's the Bangkok region. So if you want to understand the links and the rules and the characteristics of that map in Bangkok, you can have a look and register at the NDS portal, get access to that data, and then you can investigate their data. So what's next? So we are going to extend our compilation offering, basically not only from the roads and the intersections and the rules, but also into POIs, into basic map display layers, and even HD map, so that we give all the companies which we just explained an access to the market via NDS Live. And that's basically the strategy here. We are making sure that we take all the ongoing changes and improvements of NDS Live into consideration, and also that it fits or that it fulfills the certification requirements. So NNG is also active in certification bench development, and we make sure that all the services which we offer are according to the and passing the NDS certification. Yeah, we are eager to expand our coverage. So if you are a local map provider, if you think, oh man, I don't know whether I have the knowledge of NDS, but I see that there is a certain advantage if I provide my data in NDS, talk to Otto or myself, and we are more than happy to talk to you and investigate whether we can together build some new NDS Live service. Okay, that's it. So thank you very much, and yeah, see you.
Yeah, thanks. Questions to Martin? There were no online questions, I saw. Nope, no questions. Then thanks.